Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Let's Roleplay Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, Dusk's Tale. Let's get ready to jump on into this. So, in this episode, I am wanting to try and find a vehicle for Dusk that she's going to be able to essentially retrofit into something that she can store her power armor in. And not only that, but just have everything that she'll need to cook and do all kinds of work in. Essentially all the workstations that we have in our home right now, we're going to want to shift into a vehicle. And I was thinking about a luxury RV for a long time, but some of you kind of made some good points about using a military vehicle, either like an APC or something like that, because they're already going to have composite armor on them, so that's something that we don't really have to worry about adding on ourselves. And I do have quite a few notes on this side of the river. We have an APC, there is some clay there from memory, and there is a crash site, and up here there is a mill truck, and obviously that's a note that I've made about a military truck up there. Now, I don't know what state that truck is in, unfortunately, because I don't know what episode it was that we went there, and I wouldn't want to go back and just check because, Dusk wouldn't remember anyway. She's just scribbled on her map that there was a military truck there, and if there is a military truck there, that's something that I think I'd be more in favor of than the APC. Sure, a truck would be a little bit less maneuverable than an APC, but I feel like we need that little bit more room, especially because we do seem to like to take quite a few people around with us. So we want to have seating as well as, storage space and our actual workstations in there as well. So I think the military truck will be the way to go, but we need to get to it first. So we are going to be going out in our truck, and I think it's probably just going to be Dusk that goes out. I think she'd want the others to stay behind at the mansion, especially just after what's happened over the last few days. And with that, the idea would be to go into town, pick up some diesel. Now, we do have a gas station here that I haven't marked as explored. Makes me think that there might still be some there, possibly. And then go up to this gas station here, where I've spelt diesel wrong. But that's fine, because there is diesel there, so we can make sure that we actually do grab that. Now, we're going to need to make sure that we actually have the ability to carry that. So what I'm probably going to try and do is make sure that we have a 60-litre tank with us, just so we can fill that up with fuel, because we want to make sure that we have more than enough fuel once we get there, and I want to have some jumper cables as well. In the event that the battery is dead, we'll be able to recharge it ourselves. Now, what is the time? It's 6:12 p.m, so what we could do for a little bit, sure, we're tired right now, we could just try and wait for a bit, just to get our hunger and our thirst back under control. You know what? We're going to start things off. We are going to just essentially drop everything else off. Okay. Excuse me for a moment, because I just never learn, apparently, and I just have all of these still turned on. We do want to be picking up arrows, though, so I'm going to go ahead and enable that really quickly, and we're just going to jump back on inside. Okay, alright. Now, where did I leave the others? It's terrible that I can't remember already. They've got to be nearby. So let's start off by dropping off our explosives that we picked up along the way. There we go. The punch daggers we'll just go ahead and wield for the time being. Thank you very much. And we're just going to drop everything else off for now. I actually can't remember whether or not we can store everything there, because I know we were having trouble with that for a while. So let's drop that, the syringe, the radiation badge, the multi-tool we'll hold on to for now, crowbar. Those plastic arrows will drop off, yes, because we'll just stick with our metal ones for now. The auto magnum we're going to go ahead and drop off as well. We'll drop that off in weapons though, just to avoid confusion, because otherwise I will become very confused by that. The deputy badge, and essentially all these other little bits and pieces. The ravioli we could probably just eat for now. I'm half in favor of doing that. We're kind of tired, so I feel like we should try and rest before we go out. That would be the smart thing to do, so smart and the responsible thing to do, so I think we are gonna actually end up doing that for once in Dusk's life. She's gonna be somewhat responsible, at least that's the idea. Okay, so still a little thirsty. That's easy enough for us to deal with. Let's go ahead and purify everything in the tank, and we'll just go and have a drink over here. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and slake ourselves. Yep, do it, make it happen. And we could very quickly just cook something here. We could make some cookies or just some more biscuits perhaps. Let's see, what do we want to actually make here? Because we probably have a few dried goods still kicking about here. It's been such a long time since I've had a look at them. There we go, we can make some biscuits just to take along for the ride. Let's go ahead, spend an hour doing that, and then we'll try and go to sleep after we've had some to eat. Hopefully we're looking at enough here. We're going to go ahead and use the chemistry set because there is more than enough charge in our system now. We've got these nice hot scones, so we're going to go ahead and eat those. Okay, how are we doing? We're eating quite a few of them. That's okay. And we're full and slaked. Fantastic. So we're going to go outside. We're going to sleep outside. We should probably take a blanket with us though, just so we don't get incredibly cold. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about blankets. We still need lots of blankets. We are going to be sure to actually use those. Okay, so sleeping outside. This is actually going to have us under cover, but we should still be able to root down, I think. So let's go ahead and sleep. It's too bright, okay, because I left my lights on. That's okay. We'll go ahead and turn all of them off, actually. So control vehicle. Let's go turn off the headlights, and that should be all of them. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and yeah, we'll just go ahead and sleep through the night here. Apparently the blanket isn't doing too much for us, on our feet, at the very least. Oh, here we go, here's Chung. He did find us, so they would have been close by. Okay, we wake up, and it is the morning. Okay, that's not too bad. I want to make sure that we actually fill up everything. Okay, well, you guys are very quick to jump inside. Okay, so let's go ahead and purify again. And we're going to go ahead and just drink straight from it for now, get ourselves slaked. And then we're going to go and fill our canteen up like that. Let's go ahead and have some of those biscuits of ours. Make sure that we're feeling pretty good before we go out. Yep. So we are full now, which is the kind of position that we want to find ourselves in. Okay, alright, so that army helmet we're going to go and drop off as well. We're just going to drop it off up here. Okay, thank you very much. And ideally we will have some kind of container in or around here. So let's just go all for now. I don't actually know what it's going to show up. I don't think we have any steel jerry cans. Or we're just going to make the 60-litre tank. I think the 60-litre tank's probably going to be better for us. I just can't remember. Oh, we do. We've just got one kicking about there. So that's perfect. So let's go. That's just to our south right now. So it's going to be easier for us to just pick it up like this. So we're just going to go ahead and search for 60. Because it's going to say, do you want to wield it? And it's like, yes, we do want to wield it. It's just the volume. It's not actually the weight. It's just the volume. It can't fit into our backpack because it's so massive, and that makes complete sense. Let's go ahead and turn on our cranial flashlight just for the time being. I'll let the others follow us around for now. I have no problem with that at all. And I know some of you have been asking about Bogart. We aren't going to leave Bogart behind. Wow, you have a rocket launcher in your Bogart. Okay. Alright, and that's our power armor and the jumper cables. Okay, so we're definitely going to be taking those with us. The jumper cables for now, and then in time we're going to be taking the power armor with us, as well as other bits and pieces. We kind of left everything in there. Yeah, that's okay. There's still probably going to be a decent amount of space left in that. So we're just going to drop the tank off for now. And we are going to ask the others to stay here, and I think I'm going to ask them just to chill out here by Bogart for the time being. How cold is it though? It's autumn. You know what? Nah, I need you guys to come back into here proper. It's just gonna be a little safer for them. Have you right out the cold. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have a quick chat to them. We're gonna say, I'd like you to guard this position. See you later. Guard this position. And finally, guard this position. Okay, fantastic. So they're going to keep watch here while we're gone. And we don't know how long we're going to be gone for. Hopefully not too long. I don't want to leave them here alone for a long period of time. Is that jumper cables as well? Plastic bag with HMT, a long rope. Ooh, oh. Leif would kill for a long rope. Probably close to literally. Okay, so jumper cable, we're going to grab you as well. Alright, so I'm feeling confident enough about us rolling out with what we have right now. It's going to be a little bit of a lonely drive, but that's okay. So let's start it up first of all. Okay, fantastic. And let's go ahead and 50 and 98. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn those headlights on. And we're going to start cruising on towards town. It's been quite a while since we've been in town. Quite a while. And ideally, we're going to avoid all of these nasty bushes on the way up there. We'll see whether or not that's going to be possible for Dusk. Okay, just keep on dodging and weaving. Yeah, the headlights, yeah, they seem to be off-center a fair amount of the time. We do need to try and figure out which one we want to go up. We want to go up that lane there and straight up to the intersection. So we need to go past this house and then make a turn. So just dodging and weaving. Okay, let's start to weave. Alright, nice and easy. Now, if I do just come across a military vehicle along the way, we'll probably use that, because it's like, well, there's no point in driving all the way across there. That is a luxury RV, I think. You know what, I kind of wasn't, I wasn't planning to take a whole heap of things off vehicles right now, but it could be worth us taking a few things off this if they're intact. I mean, the mini fridge and stuff like that, that's completely gone. That sucks. Electronic control unit. What else do we have in there? Pretty much nothing. Okay, so it's kind of useless. Yeah, there really ain't much in that at all that's going to be of use to us. Sure, there's solar panels along the roof and stuff like that, but they aren't really that good, and we've got quite a few upgraded ones, so we'll still keep our eye out if we do see any other RVs, because they could have things like mini fridges in, things that we can make, but it's like if it's out there, we might as well take it, right? Rather than make it ourselves. Okay, so light is upon us. So let's go ahead and turn off our cranial flashlight just for now. We are very low power at the moment, and that's kind of, I guess, a little unsettling. Just because if we run into a horde here, things can get messy quite quickly. And yay, okay, so that's right. Hey friends, so there's a whole heap of blobs there, so we're gonna stay really nice and still and let them go towards whatever that source of sound is, because the blobs are blind, so that's why they're just roaming off that way there. So let's just start to cruise closer towards the gas station here, and we're going to try and pick up a whole heap of diesel. Okay, so I think they heard us. We're going to go and stop driving. So whatever it was that was making sound, obviously is not making anywhere near as much sound, and you guys are going to come and attack my vehicle, aren't you? Don't do that. Don't be a dick. Okay, so instead it looks like they might just try and attack us, and that's not the end of the world. So let's make sure that we go ahead and wield these here. We probably should drop our backpack here. Drop that rucksack, and so quite a few things are going to drop to the ground with that, but I kind of just like the idea of just unclicking those. We got a vitamin E deficiency. I would love to just smash out some vitamins here before we jump into battle. Okay, and it looks like we're going to be able to do that. So we'll just start tripping and just start slamming through these blobs. I'm not super concerned, just because the blobs ain't going to be able to do too much against us. They will, however, tire us out, and that's a little semi-concerning. As you can see, as we split them one by one, they become more and more numerous. But what I'm doing at the moment is that I'm just smashing the largest ones that come to us, and that'll essentially make them split into smaller ones. So we'll just keep this up for a while. What's kind of good is that Dusk is counterattacking a lot of the time. So you see how there was like 3 or 4 almost different attacks there. It's because she's kind of almost just spinning in all directions right now with her blades and just like slicing these blobs as they come towards her to attack. So she's much better at counterattacking than attacking in these kind of scenarios. However, she's very tired now. She's completely out of breath, covered in this absolute mess of black goo and just, I guess, viscous mess. So we'll keep on working at it for now. Here we go. It has to think quite a bit per turn just because there was so many things kind of attacking, but we are at the end of it now. And Dusk can take a bit of a deep breath after all of that. So there are still some more blobs up there. Probably would be good for us to just take care of them. How many Okay, we don't actually have... Oh no, there are a whole heap of blob globs here. It's probably going to be worth us taking those globs. So let's go ahead and grab our rucksack back. So we're going to go ahead and wear that, and then we'll just grab all these other things that are now on the ground. Yep, perfect. We'll take all of those. And let's just go into our key bindings. No, not key bindings. It's going to be auto pickup manager. And blob glob. Fantastic. Add that. No. Rather, just hit E to enable it. And then we're going to wander around, and it's going to think quite hard for a second because it's just kind of registering that it's picking these up now. I think that's all that we can carry. Yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop those off. How many did we get there? Blob globs. Blob globs. 54 blob globs. That's a fair few of globs of blobs. So let's go put the globs of blobs into the back of the truck. Bam, that's quite a decent haul of those. Next up, we're going to want to grab our big metal tank, which is going to get very heavy very fast, so yeah. Okay, store an inventory. Let's just wander over here for now, and let's drop it on the ground. So, use diesel pump, yes. Pour into container, that container right there. Okay, so, is it empty? Yeah, it's out of order. That makes sense. Okay, so same thing, just wheeled. I don't think, it's not too heavy yet, but I just want to be careful just in case it does become too heavy, so each time we're just going to drop it. Okay, so as long as it doesn't say there is still some left over, we know that we're kind of good to continue. Pour into container. Okay, grab you. I'd really rather that they don't blow up this gas station while we're here. That's a little bit of a concern of mine. Pour into container. So if they come closer to us, we are going to have to do something about them. We are overburdened. Okay, good to know we're actually overburdened now. Use that. Pour into container. That there. Okay, I feel like we've got a decent amount of diesel so far, but let's just push it. We'll go a little bit further. They're not concerned with us right now because we're not making a huge amount of noise. Okay, do I want to really go right next to you? Yeah, I do. Okay, pour into container. Bam. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and grab you and just run away from the sucker. We don't need to deal with you, my friend. Okay, so let's go and drop that right there. In the cargo space. Okay, good. So we just want to make sure that we're not leaving things on the ground. So now that we have that, let's get out of town because we don't need to be here anymore. Let's just zoom out as well, just so we can actually see where we're kind of reversing to. Are we going to reverse the whole way out of town? Yeah, we're going to try. You're doing good, Dusk. Okay, we're getting that stamina back as well, which is nice. Okay, so we are wanting to roll. We kind of need to take a turn eventually, so we might as well just go down this next road and then follow that up until we kind of get to the forest and then just spin around. So keep on rolling down for now. Yeah. Okay, let's start driving forward now. Okay, we'll let you save. I'm fine with that. So it's a little crowded here, it would seem. Okay, we do have a ramp down there. All right, let's get moving. Do we have? And I actually don't remember for the life of me. Oh, it could be worth us taking some things off that vehicle, but it's so messed up. I don't think we're going to be able to get anything from it. I do just want to quickly check into the back. We're just going to let go of the controls for now. I want to check to see whether or not we had our makeshift welder with us. I can't remember off the top of my head. We do. Fantastic. So that means that we can actually remove items from, well, we can remove parts of vehicles. So that's what we're going to want to try and do. Okay, we take control. Let's get rolling along. That's a fire truck there. Okay, and that's a minefield. We're going to avoid you for now. And theoretically, we should just be able to kind of cruise through here. Okay, bush didn't bother us. Okay, we got a zombie necromancer. Cool beans, let's no. Let's not do that. Let's just travel around town for now. We did hit a thing, and by thing, I mean bush. We can actually see a smoke trail from where we've been before, so it's kind of a little handy, because it's like we're able to follow in our footsteps, essentially, so we know the kind of way that's safe-ish. But we also are going to be led to zombies along the way. Okay, so I think we should just keep on kind of traveling at this northwest bearing for the time being, because that's going to take us up to the road that we want to be on. Oh, we're going to totally hit that bush. Yep, full on hit that bush. Okay, keep on moving around. That's a minefield. Okay, we're on the right side of it. That's good. That's exactly where we want to be. And we're on the wrong side of the meteor. Well, rather, the crater. The crater that's so much larger than the nuke that we dropped on Carthage, which was so disappointing. Oh, far out. Okay, yeah, you guys have been busy. You've been super busy. Let's not do anything with them at all. Let's just leave them behind. They have their own party. Carthage is still not a good place. Not surprised about that at all. Not in the slightest. Okay, so we're traveling, cruising along at 96 kilometers. Not bad. We're making pretty good time today. All right. I just want to make sure that I'm not holding down pause too much, because we've had that kind of problem before where we just slammed into a... That was very freaking close. I was like, am I gonna... We're just fine there. Okay. Also, I have a feeling like there is a roadblock down here as well, so I hope I marked that as well. So what was it up here that we marked? Because there's a note just like literally right beside me here. So what could that note be? Crash site. Okay, right. We're not so concerned about that. Not anymore. All right, we've got a little bit of rain. That's fine. We've got a Rycon, and okay, yes. Okay, good. That military truck is actually in really good condition. That's awesome. So there were turrets here once upon a time, but we did take care of those turrets. Okay, so what kind of condition are you going to be in, good sir? I want to see what it's like, but I do want to go have a look at the APC as well, because we're probably going to be able to cannibalize parts from that. Let's actually stop the vehicle before we let go of the controls. Hey, Dusk? It's a great idea. Okay, we've spotted a zombie dog. Not concerned. Okay, let's see. Right, it has diesel right now. It has battery. It has enough wheels. Okay, this is great. This is actually in really good condition, right? Whoa, I mean, I say really good condition, but then some of it really isn't in good condition at all. What condition is the engine in? Is something that we want to have a good look at. It's a bit damaged. So I don't know if we can straight up mend that. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of a repair job on that. And saying that, we might be able to take parts from this pickup truck and use it to kind of repair it, potentially. I'm not 100% sure, or yeah, I can't 100% remember what parts we need for specific things. Okay, so let's just start driving forward now if we can. Get a little bit closer. Okay, just straighten up. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's stop there for now. Handbrake has been pulled. Good. Let's just stop driving. Okay. Right. So we're gonna have to grab the makeshift welder for sure. Get items. Take you, good sir. And we don't need to worry about goggles, because obviously we have our eyes that can just like drop down the little shades, and they work really, really well. Okay. So let's see. Can we? I guess the first question is like, what can we repair, and what do we need to do it? Okay, so yeah, all we need essentially is battery power right now to work on them, because like we're just using the welder to be able to do it. Does use quite a few charges though, 300 charges to fix that frame. So not something that we can easily do here. That's something that we could do at home. If we actually if we hooked up our welder to our home network in terms of like using the power from it, that could work out well. I don't think we can do that with the welder. You can get like a vehicle welding rig. If we made that, then we'd be able to tap it into the power. And that's probably something that we can do, but that's, again, something that we just need to do at home. So what we want to do for the time being is go and install, so you've already got quite a few diesel tanks on you. So we'll just go ahead and siphon instead. Or rather, refill. Okay, let's make sure that we're doing it in the tank that's actually... Yeah, see, some of them are... The diesel's kind of split between them. And those other tanks aren't so good right now. Don't have any items at hand. Okay, so what I want to try and do then is siphon pour into okay, right. So we need to get all the fuel out and then drop it back in. So we're going to have to grab our diesel tank, store in inventory, go ahead and drop you on the ground. Okay, so first of all, we're going to siphon, pour into container, that one there. Okay, siphon, pour into container. Suitable. Okay, so maybe we're full. Okay, well, I guess we'll refill that one there. With a whole heap of diesel, 60 litres of diesel, that's pretty damn good. Now, if I was to siphon, it doesn't ask us if we want to do that bottom tank, and I do, but unfortunately there's nothing we can do about that right now. It's just what it is. Although I'm pretty happy with that amount of diesel, it's good. So with that being the case, we still actually have some diesel left. Right now there isn't much storage in this thing. Actually, it's just like you just jump straight onto the back of it. This is reinforced, so it's quite good that, you know, this section here is reinforced. We'll want to remove that eventually so that we can get into the back, but yeah, we'll just kind of play that by ear. We do have a lot of things that we need to shift into here though, and I'm a little concerned. Well, actually no, this will be fine. I have a very, very easy fix for this. But what we need to do first of all is just transfer everything out of the vehicle. So we need to go all, and then essentially just transfer everything. And we want to make sure that it's not going to be by any of the wheels because we don't want to run over it. So we're moving everything over there for now. Good. So next step is going to be removing, and we want to remove the back two seats just for the time being. So we'll go ahead and remove you. And we'll go ahead and remove you. Okay. Alright, and next up we want to go over to this vehicle here and we want to remove the cargo spaces. Unfortunately that one's quite damaged. We can actually repair that one, so let's do that for now because we have some extra batteries. So let's go ahead and just use chargers nearby. Do I have another makeshift welder kicking about? I don't know. But both of those are repaired for now, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and remove both of them. Okay, good, and removing that cargo space there. Perfect. Alright, I think that's within reach. Well, we could just do it like this anyway. Okay, so we're going to go to the back seat there, we're going to go install, and cargo space. Great, so it's going to use 75 charges to be able to do it. That's fine. We're a little hungry and thirsty now. Just pull through for a little bit longer, Dusk, and then I promise you, you can have something to eat. We can even put the upgraded solar panels on as well. So let's go ahead and put the final cargo space on there as well. Zombie dog spotted. No, we'll only stop if it actually comes towards us, if we can see it approaching. Good, all of that is done. So let's have some of our biscuits to eat, because we can, and let's have some of that canteen. Perfect. Okay, so now we can actually store things in the vehicle. We wouldn't have been able to do that before, so that minor alteration has already helped us out a fair amount. It could be worth us taking this car apart just as it is now, just for parts, just for like the frame. Well, I guess in some reasons the frames, but more like the sheet metal and stuff like that we get from it, just because I don't know how much we actually have of that at home. Stereo system. Well, we'll take the stereo system, why not? I guess I need to ask myself, how long is all of this going to take me to like fully take it apart? And I want to keep it somewhat working because I want to actually go down to this APC and take that apart as well. I want to leave this vehicle here for now. What we should do before we go away though is actually look at installing one of the solar panels because it's like, why the hell not, right? So I guess we can just do it straight on top of the roof for now. Upgraded solar panel. It's going to take us an hour to install that. It's not super sunny right now as well, you'll be able to tell, but let's see. And bam, we have installed an upgraded solar panel. Fantastic. So we've got a few of them. So let's just, it's going to take us 3 hours, but we're going to install 3 of them if we can. Do we have another one to install? We do. We've got quite a few of these, it would seem. And nope. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Excellent. Okay, I'm happy with that. So while we leave this here, it's already at 13% battery, so it's working well. Something that I am going to do with this, and this is something that a lot of you who want to see as well, is us have an electric engine in there. So we're either going to have one large electric engine or more than one, depending, because we don't need to go super fast in it, so as long as we can get some speed out of it, it'll be okay, but we'll have the diesel engine as a backup. It's kind of a little counterintuitive because it means that you're going to be carrying more weight with you, so the electric engines have to work harder. This isn't something I've seen or noticed before, is that it shows the off-road capability, and obviously the off-road capability of this truck is pretty good. Okay, so we are going to take this vehicle here. It should still be in working condition. Alright, so we are just going to roll along down towards the APC. Alright, zombie dog is going to try and attack us, that's fine. You may try. Okay, and we have a Migo that might come and say hello as well. Okay, so it's a little bit further down, so we just need to roll for a little bit further. We have the makeshift welder on us, don't we? Good, and we have some batteries, good. I was just like, if we get all the way down there and we don't have our stuff with us. Okay, so this is the APC. Wow, it is, it's a little beat up. That's fine. I'm actually glad that we went with the truck, just because it's already in a better condition. But we want to see what we can get from this thing. So let's go ahead and pull the handbrake, and let's stop driving. Okay, giant wasp. I don't like them. Even in this, even when Dusk is capable of taking care of them. Okay, and let's have a biscuit at the same time. So let's see what is going to be interesting that we can take from the armored personnel carrier. Obviously, the military composite armor plating is going to be great. The armored wheels, I didn't see whether or not the other wheels were armored on the military truck. I don't know if they are, because the off-road capability of this isn't as good, so might not be. 5-port harness is something that I'd like to grab. Spotted. Stop and directing. No. Okay, so we have the 5-port harness. Camera control system's pretty damaged. The Browning's pretty damaged as well, so probably not going to worry about that. Let's see. Stowboard. The engine's already damaged as well. Not that I think we could get it out unless we actually used our hydraulic muscles. Then we might be able to. Don't think there's going to be anything else crazy inside of this itself. No. There is a security camera on the back, but I think we still have some security cameras kind of kicking about. External tanks. Interesting. But they're both super damaged, but they're 200 liters. That is impressive. That is quite impressive. But yeah, what we're going to want from this is the military composite armor plating. So it's going to take us 24 minutes to remove each one of these, so it's going to take us a while to do this, but we really only want the ones that are already in good condition. Okay, so that wasp is kind of a little bit close by, but we're kind of blocking it a little bit. There we go, that's a good one. No. Oh, okay, did you... It came right towards us. It hasn't attacked us yet. Are you not hostile towards us? You are hostile, but you're not really aware of us yet. Could it be because we're plant-like? Maybe. Maybe. Well, it's not a bee, but it could. Maybe it's a little more forgiving of us at the very least. So let's just go through this area here. No. Okay, there we go, that's good. I'm gonna do the outside first and then kind of work our way in. Spotted, no. So it's literally only if it's approaching will I stop working on this. Okay, how are we doing? Composite armor plating, remove. Okay, it's quite dark now. It's super stormy as well, but Dusk does well in a whole range of different weather types. She's fine. Okay, alright, so with that being the case, let's go into this section here. Boom, take you. I'm tempted to take some reinforced headlights, even though these ones are damaged, just because I'm probably going to want to have more than just a few headlights on ours. Right, okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that now. Yeah. It would be nice to take some of the heavy-duty frames, but I don't know how much expansion we're actually going to do on our vehicle itself. I think we want to try and keep it the same size, but just remove the chairs and things on the inside to be able to make it work out for us. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty happy with everything that we've been able to get so far. Don't think there's going to be anything else that we really desperately need. So let's just start shifting everything up for now. Okay. Alright, so let's start shifting down. Across to there for now. Oh, yeah. About that. Are these actually even containers? No, they're trunks. Oh, okay, so we can actually... Oh, we fit them in there. That's good. Into the pickup's trunk. Okay, good. Nothing fell out. Okay, so the trunks are holding enough. That's good. Okay. Oh, we can hear now. That's good. Alright. 0% battery. Shit. Okay. Right. So, my question is, am I going to be able to jumpstart this thing by attaching myself to it? Possibly. Maybe. Let's go ahead and activate our jumper cable, attach it to the vehicle. I guess what we need to do first, though, right, is go cable charging system. I don't know if it works both ways. Invalid direction. Oh, hang on. This has got batteries, so we should be able to take a little bit from it. Maybe not enough to start it. We just need enough to start the car, that's all. I could take the battery and just reinstall it, but let's see if we can do this. Go activate. Oh, the jumper cable is active. Attach loose end of the cable to that vehicle. Has its own electric system. That's cool. The pickup truck has access to its own electric system. Yeah, I realize that. Detach. Attach to that vehicle. We reel in the cable. Okay, we linked them up. Fantastic. Oh, hey, we got it to start. Fantastic, that's awesome. Okay, so I want to make sure that we actually get that back. So what we're going to do for now is just leave that idling. So we're just going to let go of the controls. That's pavement. So we have to drive forward a little bit, right? And then it just like drops back into our inventory, or is it in our inventory now? No, it's not. So take control. Let's go ahead, turn on the headlights. Could be a little dangerous to do, just while we don't have a lot of power, but I don't think it's just going to turn off. The alternator should keep it going. Okay, backing up, backing up. Okay, good. Is there any other way to do that? Hang on, whoa. Handbrake, and then let go of control. So we'll keep the engine on. Go ahead and grab you. It's active still. No, it's not. Okay, good. Alright, so jumping back into the vehicle, let's go ahead and turn this sucker around. That zombie dog never did arrive. I thought he would have followed us the whole way down. Okay. Alright, so I have to say this has been successful so far today. We've kind of done what we set out to do. It might not seem like too much, but coming all the way out here and getting this vehicle, getting it operational, and into actually like a pretty good condition that I'm happy with, I'm going to count this one as a success. Let's not run over anything though. That's still the name of the game. Okay, so we don't need this vehicle for anything else now, so we're going to stop driving. Let's turn off the headlights as well. I was like, we could use them for work lights, but we can see perfectly fine with ours, so we are A-okay. So let's start transferring everything that's in that boot, which we can't do from this side. Okay, start transferring you up that direction there. Right, let's just go all and just start moving everything up. Migo is approaching. Oh, good. Stop and drag an inventory. Yes. Hello. Alright, so let's do this thing. Let's go ahead and wield our punch daggers. We get them out just in time. Between the two vehicles, the Migo screeches between as Dusk thins off its attacking tentacles, and the Migo says in a strange and unusual voice, "How do I use this?" Or something to that degree. But we managed to send the thing reeling as it comes back towards us, clawing at our right hand, hits it for pretty damn decent damage. We lash out with our vines, hitting him for 5 damage as the Migo attempts to attack, but Dusk catches the attack, slicing one of its tentacles clean off. As the Migo attempts to start running away, Dusk takes chase, her light illuminating the area around. A Crick stumbles within view. As she lashes the Migo to the ground, its tentacles writhing in the rain. As it attempts to get back to its feet, Dusk gives chase as the Cricks follow behind. Perhaps sensing blood, they approach one by one as they, I guess, they're just being straight up annoying. Okay, and both finally do disappear, just melting away from our reality as Dusk cuts one and then the other in half. Not bad. Not bad, Dusk. Love your work. Okay, so let's just keep on moving everything there. Oh, what the hell? Did I just do a... Is that a thing? Can I just stand on something and, like, repeat the move? How did I do that? It's like I did the advanced move without even needing to go into here to do it. What the hell was that? How did I do that? Climb. Yeah. Climbing really isn't too much of a thing yet. How did I even do that? That is a mystery to me, because we just moved the tank. It's like it did it as like a remembered move action, which, if that's possible, if that's a thing, that is awesome. Okay, we're going to shift everything up there. Okay, good. Now let's go ahead and see if we can move them into the cargo truck. Okay, so we're looking at moving that's 233. Yep, that should be fine. So let's go ahead, shift everything into that one there. Okay, fantastic. Everything fits into the cargo space perfectly. Excellent. So let's go ahead and have some water, and we will have some of those lovely biscuits. We're a little tired now. That's completely normal. We've spent the entire day out. Let's go jump into this vehicle and see how it feels. It feels good. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and examine the vehicle. 28% battery, that's good. So it did actually get some charge during the day. The diesel is at a pretty good level for now. So we are going to be rolling on back home with this sucker. So gauge the engine. The engine fails to start. Okay. Hey, there we go. Okay, so the reason it failed to start then was because the engine itself isn't in great condition. Kind of makes sense considering that it hasn't been active for a long time. This truck's just been sitting on the road itself. Let's go ahead and turn on some of those reinforced headlights if we still even have them attached to the vehicle. Yes, we do. Fantastic. So what's good about them is, obviously, with them being reinforced, is they're going to stick around for a bit longer, which is going to work very much in our favor. So we're going to be rolling on home, and we are coming up towards the end of the episode, but I'm not going to end it until we get home. So if we do get sidetracked, if something does happen, we will continue, but we will be wrapping things up once we actually get back to the mansion itself. And in the next episode, we are going to be focusing on essentially making this thing into a home away from home. I've never wanted to make a mobile fortress, and this isn't going to be a mobile fortress. It's not going to be something that we're going to be living in long term. It's more to be something that's going to supplement Dusk's home on the ranch. Or home on the range, rather. Oh, wow, we absolutely annihilated that skeleton. Shit. Okay, so that was our military cargo truck spiked plating. So we actually have spiked plating at the front of it, which is going to protect us. It means that we can ram into things more often. As soon as we start to see that get damaged, we need to be like, okay, we'll hold up, we'll fix the plating, and we'll get back to it. But it does mean that we're going to be able to be moving faster throughout fields and stuff like that. A little dangerous because we can still run into minefields and the rest. So we don't want that to happen. It can possibly happen, and I don't want that to happen now. Oh god, look, I just freaking jinxed it. I was like, I know there's a minefield around here somewhere, and we very nearly just wandered straight into it. So yeah, a little bit of focus, Rycon, a little bit of focus. Yeah, let's actually test this out. Let's just cruise through. Let's smash through some bushes along the way. It's pretty much like going to be traveling directly. We're going fast off-road here, and we seem to be pretty happy about it. This is going to make traveling around the wasteland just that little bit easier. I like the speed, I like the power, I like that we can not have to stop for bushes. I don't know why I keep forgetting what a bush or a shrub is called. For some reason, it does seem to be something that eludes me quite often. Okay, let's not run into boulders though, if we can avoid it, because that's something that I imagine will dent the underside. Okay, gotta be coming up close to home now. We are, that's good. Okay, fantastic, we made it back home with this thing in one piece. I'm impressed, Dusk, good job. Now, where we're gonna try and put this vehicle, I'm not sure yet. What I might do, and this might actually kind of work out in our, oh no we can't, frack. I was thinking we could drive it to connect it up with the home network, then it would make working on it really, really easy, because then, it would just be like actually kind of extending it. I don't think, no, you can't connect things up, unfortunately. And plus, we couldn't even drive there if we wanted to, because there's swamp, the whole way along, so that's not something we can do. We're essentially just gonna have to try and work in and around this garage. I'm going to leave Bogart in there for now, and I think we're just going to have to work on this on the outside, which is, that's okay. So we're going to go ahead and park this thing up for now, and Yeah, I kind of do imagine Dusk rolling up and the others kind of like sticking their head up against the glass, of the mansion, seeing this big truck rolling up and Dusk just jumping out, feeling pretty good about herself. Yeah, that battery power is awesome. So this thing it's not gonna run out anytime soon. So in the next episode, what we need to try and do is essentially shift everything from the home network around to here. So we're going to have to use our carts to do that, and it's going to be a bit of back and forth. That's probably going to be something that I time-lapse a little bit, or it'll be something that we just discuss through as we're essentially doing our things. I do want to try and build Bogart into this truck, and I want to try and keep that name, something to do with Bogart in it. Yeah, because it's essentially going to be a bigger, badder, more brilliant version of Bogart. But guys and gals, that is our episode for today. I feel like we have been able to do a really decent amount. We've got a lot done. Dusk managed to get this vehicle working. Thankfully, it was actually in good condition. I do want to go over here now, just so that in the future, maybe even years down the track, I don't look at these and be like, oh, there's an APC there that we can use, or oh, there is something else that we can use. Shift D to delete that note. So let's go ahead and do that. And the military truck is no longer there. Yeah, we need to make sure that we mark that so that we can actually keep track of it, find exactly where it is. But guys and gals, that is our episode. Thank you all for joining me for another one. I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.